I'm going to now show you 3 movement concepts that not only if you're a complete beginner are going to help you to start movement, but even eventually make really nice flows and create some improvisation and help you just move in a very solid, powerful, even in a springy manner. These 3 concepts, they are not singular movements. There's always a movement paired with them, but there's a bit of larger fundamental principle level that comes with the movements that I'm also showing you. So the very first one is the contralateral quadruped movement. Now what does that mean? Quadruped movement just means that we are on all 4s. So if I'm bipedal, I'm going to be on 2 limbs, and then I would be moving on 2 limbs like this way. This would be tripod. Now I have 3 limbs on the ground like this way. And now I'm quadruped, so I'm moving all 4 of my limbs to move here. So the contralateral just means that usually the basic form of movement here is that the opposite arm, opposite leg are moving at the same time, like so. Here, pam, pam, pam. I can also go sideways like this way. This would be the ipsilateral, so I'm moving same side, is a possible way of moving. But as a more fundamental, let's say, more agile and more natural way of moving, as in terms of how most animals, ground animals or mammals move, it is contralateral. So here, boom. From this position, there are 2 fundamental movements that are very similar to an extent, which are the bear and the catwalk. The only difference being in the level of the height of your hips. So here I'm in the cat position, and then I can transfer into the bear position right here. So this, you can essentially have 100% full freedom to choose which level you are going here, very low on the ground, higher on the ground, really high on the ground, or like this way, holding the back more horizontal. So just performing whichever way of moving you want, your hips as high or as low as you want, perform it at contralateral movement will already get you far. Just you can set a timer, 1 minute, 2 minutes. Like in Movement to Next, we cover multiple methods on how you can intensify this with the time or with the distance, or even with the variability. So the second concept here is rocking motion, leaning back and forth, shifting your weight. Now the concept of rocking means that I'm shifting weight all the way to my arms and to my legs. Arms, legs, arms, legs. And the movement here, the movement application is the monkey walk. So in monkey walk, I'm utilizing that rocking motion by going on my arms and then legs. Arms and then legs. Arms and then legs. That's all I'm doing. There's the important factor is that when I'm doing this rocking, I'm literally going forwards and backwards in the beginning. So a lot of people, what I've seen when I teach this concept is that first they go like this way. You're going up and then you're going down. Up and down. Whereas the good way to perform this is to go forwards and backwards. I'm going forwards and backwards. And here, even just without lifting my legs off the ground, you can see that to come all the way up, I need to even utilize my wrist, my forearms here. So essentially what we're practicing is that you're able to place a good support on your shoulders, on your shoulder girdle as you're coming here. So this is an attribute and a strength that you really need to develop. So you have a good confidence on going all the way on top of your arms and coming back. And just doing this rocking motion will little by little gradually increase your confidence there. But it not only trains that shoulder, it also trains your triceps and the wrist. So here, in order to really get myself come back to my legs, boom, I need to do this motion even with my wrists. So there's a lot of attributes there. And when looking at my legs, boom, boom, boom. What is the strength there? It's this. Small pumping from this maximally flexed position of the knee. So if I'm doing like a longer monkey flows, jumping here like this way, you would think that, okay, it's mostly shoulders, upper body, and that it gets heavily trained. But if you do it for a while, you're gonna feel your legs, you're gonna actually feel your quadriceps, even your calves, and your ankles to be very, very activated. So the concept, rocking back and forth, just getting familiar with this, boom, 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 boom. And little by little, you can increase the motion like so, even going all the way to handstand. And then just doing more free flow. It's a bit slippery here, just being shaped the grass here. So there. Now the third one is the turning. So what does the turning mean? Is going from, it's a horizontal turning. So when I'm here, I'll twist like this way. So I turn the direction of my stomach to the opposite direction. Now there's so many ways you can do this, right? The most natural that many people start to do is just like kind of like lean and then you drop here. Like start big motion and kind of drop there and then to the other direction, this way. In Movement 20XX, we cover in detail the bear grab roll, which is a bit more advanced for the coordination, just spinning like this way. But there are many ways to do it. That's not the only one. So I'm going to show you a very simple way to start from there, which are maybe more, let's say, instinctive. So in this position, instead of just trying to make the motion really big and then like dropping here, what you can do is keep the leg on the ground and just slide it like that. And when I go to the other direction, I can do the same, slide it here. I slide the leg like so. Move the arm and then slide the leg. So here, I slide it, boom, slide, boom, boom. And as you can already see here, what is the movement, the actual movement application here is the grab walk. So I'm in the grab position here. This is a very good also animal walk. And then you can freely start to experiment how you can switch between these positions. You can go into very squatting position here and do a very, very small circle like that way. There. So that's the horizontal twisting. Now, when you put all of these together, you have the quadruped motion mastered, you have the leaning mastered, and you have the twisting mastered. You can do an enormous amount of different flows with just these three concepts. So you start from here, you're in the cat, you're in the bear, then you switch, you turn, you can be in the crab position, you can switch again, you can switch into the monkey, boom, I can go on the arms, and I can go to the switch, boom, and switch. I'm switching again, switching again, switching again, Boom, boom, boom. Whew. There. There is a time and place to just really grind out single movement patterns. I love this type of training for more focused, specific strength training, especially strength endurance training, regards to like the catwalk or the bear walk. But I'd say the bottom line, like the ultimate benefit of movement is the freedom that it offers. And you can start to apply that in your own training as well. Not only go just one movement, but actually vary it. Try different ways. The getting into the flow can be a little bit scary in the beginning. You know, you're kind of like getting out of the boundaries. If you have a coach, you're used to listening to the coach or the trainer, you're always going to do exactly what the trainer tells you. Now, if I tell you to just, okay, take these movement concepts as fundamentals and then use your freedom within those concepts, it's a different game. But it's very, very rewarding. And it develops your body in ways that cannot always be anticipated. And I would also say that it's very enjoyable way of training. This is like the heart, in the real heart of the Movement 20X method that we have. It contains a very structured movement training to build your foundation, to build like real strength, solid strength and movement training. But it combines that with the ultimate freedom, physical freedom that has been given to us. This is like our nature. There's no limits to really this. Every concept we have in the let's say grand scheme is arbitrary. It's like doing squats, doing deadlifts or whatever. This is just somebody made up somewhere. The ultimate nature of movement is its freedom and its limitlessness. So we need to kind of bring these two together, bring the structure and the limitless nature together. And this is the way we are able to create some extraordinary results and results that we can't even always anticipate. Hope this helps you to move with ease and flow better.